why he sends you mixed signals. So in this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about why a man will send you mixed signals. Like you think he's all in one day and then the next day he's not. Now, what I want you to do is click that subscribe button so you can get more content like this, okay? If you like this kind of content. Now, one of my clients asked me recently, Coach, he's sending me mixed signals. What do I do? Why is this happening? Okay, I'm gonna give you the reasons why. And what I'm gonna do is tell you what to do when he gives you the mixed signals. So let's start here. A mixed signal is a signal nonetheless. All right. So let's start with when somebody gives you a mixed signal, you might think it's not a real signal. Yes, it is. He's telling you that I am either unsure about the relationship, I'm unsure about you, or I'm unsure about me in the relationship. See, a mixed signal might be he may enjoy you, but he may not want to be with you. So what I'm going to do is give you the 5 reasons why he gives you a mixed signal, and then I'm going to give you the 4 reasons why what you should do. Okay? Number 1, he wants you, but he doesn't think you're the one for him. Ooh, ouch, coach, that hurts. Now, what do I mean by that? He may want you in a specific way. He may want you around for companionship. He may want you around for sex. He may want you around to do something for him. You might be the person on the spot who takes care of the things that he needs. But he doesn't think you're the one for him. He may not feel like long term that you're the one for him. And so he wants to keep you right there. And I don't want to throw you back. I want to reel you in. I don't want to reel you all the way in and put you in my bucket, but I want to keep you on my hook. All right, I know that's a poor analogy, but anyway, you get my point. Number 2, he wants to keep you around because he doesn't want anyone else to have you. Now, men are competitive. Men are, they are like, they have a territory. And you just happen to be his territory. Now, once he gets you, you become a part of his territory. Now, when I teach women that you should date multiple people, I met with a lot of backlash. But when I explain why you date with other people and the purpose of dating to collect data without sex, all of a sudden they understand it. Because once you see, because here's the thing, when a man sends you mixed signals, he's sending you just enough signal so that you won't be out there looking or entertaining someone else. So if you're not looking or entertaining someone else, what does that mean? You belong to me. But where I tell people, and I'll get into this in a second, where I tell people, I'm like, listen, if you're dating and you're not sure, then you need to date multiple people. Wouldn't you drive multiple cars? Wouldn't you go into multiple houses? Now, people might say, Coach, I don't want to do all that. I'm a one-person kind of guy, okay, or a one-person kind of woman. Yes, you are. Here's the thing, though. Have you ever been in a situation where you've been with somebody a long time? You wanted to find out, and all of a sudden, a year, 2 years go by, and they say, nah, you're not the one for me, and you feel like you've wasted time. If you do it the way that I teach people, you're always just collecting data. Dating is not about feeling good. It is about seeing who is in alignment with your core values. When you approach dating from that point of view, now it's okay to go out with other people. It's okay to find out if somebody else is in alignment with you. But what I tell people, be careful, take sex off the table. Once you take sex off the table, you will understand, he will show you what his real intentions are. If he wants to hang around you and still be with you, still go out with you, I didn't say he wouldn't want it. I simply said he's willing to wait on it, okay? So number 2 is because he doesn't want you to have anybody else. Number 3, he wants the benefits of the relationship without the accountability of the relationship. When you're in a committed relationship, there comes accountability. My wife is, I'm accountable for paying our mortgage. I'm accountable for taking care of making sure our cars run good. I'm accountable for the things that are necessary in the relationship. Now, I can't absolve myself of accountability because I'm in a committed relationship with someone else. Now, if I'm not committed to you, you feel me? That the accountability of the relationship does not apply to me. Okay? I am not responsible for your emotions. I am not responsible for your primal needs. I'm not responsible for your emotional needs. I want the benefits of the relationship, what I can extract from it, but I don't want the responsibility of the relationship or the accountability of the relationship. Okay? Now, number 4 is I don't want a relationship with anyone. Okay? Maybe I'm still hurting. Maybe I haven't healed. And I don't want the accountability of the relationship with any other person. You know what? I'm just not ready. And if they're just not ready, I'm going to share with you what you should do. And last but not least, and this is a big one. I have never talked about this in any of my videos, but I'm going to talk about it today. There is a thing called passive reciprocation. What's that, coach? Number 5 is passive reciprocation. It's the guy who, he may not call you much, but when you call, he'll answer. He might not call you at all. And what he'll do is, he may just answer you. If you text him, he'll text you back. He'll do all of those things, y'all. And so he's really being kind. He doesn't want to seem like a jerk or an asshole. And so what he does is, you may ask him, hey, what are you doing Saturday? Nothing much. Do you want to go out? Yeah, let me check my schedule. But the truth is that he's just passive about his reciprocation and doing the things. If he wants to be kind, if you be kind. That happens a lot, but he's not truly necessarily interested in moving further. He's just reciprocating kindness, reciprocating this thing that you're doing to him. Now the question is, coach, what do you do? What do I do? I went over this in another video, and the same principles apply. Number 1, you communicate your desire. I always tell people, whenever you want something, it does not mean that you're going to get it right away or that the other person will acquiesce and give you what you want. But it does mean that you're standing up for yourself, that your core values matter. When you tell a person the truth is that, listen, I love where we're going. I love that we get along. I love our interaction. However, I would love to tell you that I'm looking for a committed relationship. Everything I'm doing is to that end. And I want somebody to be into just me, just like I want to be into them. And if we're not going in that direction, I would love to know that, and I want to communicate about that. Now, what it does is it makes the other person accountable for your emotions. Doesn't mean that they're going to do what you want them to do, but as long as you've never said it, a lot of people, ladies that I coach, they'll never tell the guy, but they're thinking it. They're thinking it inside. They're thinking, I want a relationship, but we ain't never talked about a relationship. We've never talked about it. And so I don't know what to do. And then I say, why don't you communicate about it? He might leave me. I say, shit. If he leaves you, then he didn't want what you wanted anyway. I'm just saying. Number 2, what to do? Mirror the behavior. If he stops calling, if he's not calling as much, you do the same. I always tell people when you mirror behavior, what happens is it will let you know very quickly what the man desires. Because once he sees it, he will sense that you're pulling back. He will sense that you're not calling as much. He will sense that you're not doing the things that you used to do. And when you're not doing the things that you used to do, it's going to either trigger him to say, hey, I need to call. I need to find out what's going on, what's going on. Or, I don't care. And if he doesn't care, that tells you what it is anyway. Number 3, interrupt the pattern. I talked about this in another video. When you interrupt a person's pattern, that means that every relationship, everything we're doing, it has a pattern, a flow to it. We do this on this day, we do this on this day, we call on this day. I always tell people, interrupt the pattern, because the pattern is so that the other person, so that he can understand that no, I can't do it this way because we're not doing what it is. We're not going in the direction I'm going in. No, we don't get together. We can't get together on Friday because I'm going out of town. And we says, well, you didn't tell me about it, because your normal pattern would be to tell me about it. Your normal pattern would be to tell me, oh, I'm going by mama's house. I'm just going to pick up some food. I'm going to just drop some food off. But this time you went by and you didn't say it. This time, and so what you're doing is psychologically, you're interrupting the pattern where he has an established pattern or an established box that he's put you in. Now what you're doing is climbing out that box. Number 4, last but not least, you've got to either limit or reduce at the very minimum access to you. See, as long as, think about this, not calling you a cow, but why buy the cow if the milk is free? If I can get the milk for free, what am I going to pay for the cow for? Why? I'm just keep getting free milk. So if he has access to you always, if he has access to you, then the truth is, why would I change anything? If I can get everything that I desire, then I don't have to invest anything. So I always say this, remember this, that a man is willing to trade his time, his money, his resources, and his talents for the things that he values. If he's not willing to trade those things for you, he doesn't value you. If you like this video, hey, listen, subscribe. Hey, and over here, I'm sure there are more videos much like this one right here. See you guys on the next one.